Welcome back, and thank you for joining us today. I'm here with Richard from Multicopter Builders out in Palm Springs, California, and we spent all afternoon having absolutely a blast chasing each other with mini quads all over the golf course out here. Guys, there's nothing better. We had a blast.
Absolutely.
And you broke some props and I broke some props, so that means we had fun.
We had fun doing it, definitely.
I mean, that's how you know you had fun. If you don't break something, you're not flying.
If you're not crashing, you're just not flying.
Oh, most definitely. So we flew.
We flew.
And crashed.
And crashed.
I hope you got that epic bounce thing I did off the golf course.
I sure did.
Oh, sweet. So you brought another thing that's really what we're looking at today. Let's check out your new copter. That's a new quad that Richard has just finished designing. He's still putting the last touches on it. And it is made by an FPV pilot for FPV. And there's a lot of touches on here that you don't typically see. And of course you can see right here how fast Richard likes to fly, because his FPV camera, his flight camera, is pointing upwards so that he can lean so much to get more speed. If he was pointing straight out, he wouldn't be able to see anything.
No, I'd be looking at the ground.
Yeah, come closer to the microphone here.
So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about this copter. It started out with a sketch on a piece of paper, and I wanted to think out of the box and design something that was totally different. There's too many box type style frames out there, and I'm an artist and I wanted to put some curves in there. So I wanted to make a copter that was curvy, sexy, strong, beautiful, and tough. This is all made of carbon fiber, and we are running 1100 kV V2 Tiger motors. I'm flying Naze 32 in here. I'm running a Thunder Power 2250 4S battery, 70C rating.
70C?
Yeah,
they
70C.
make those suckers?
This thing,
wow.
This thing needs a little juice to throttle.
And you demonstrated that today with some climb bouts. I mean, they were just like boom.
Absolutely.
Going into orbit basically.
This is the fastest copter I've ever flown. At 2 pounds 10 ounces, this thing really moves.
Who makes these props?
Those are APC multi-rotor props. And
in black?
I actually dyed them, so you could do that.
Sweet.
Give a little sexier look.
It's working. I think they're really pretty. But what are you using for control system? Let's look down here.
Right here, I'm using a UHF system, a Immersion RC, and I'm using a IB Crazy dipole.
And the other part of that, of course, is on your radio here.
Yes.
And also it has a loop. What does that do?
That's a notch filter, and it takes it knocks down some of the power so there's no interference with the 1.3 system.
Oh, well, that's important. Otherwise you can't see.
Absolutely. For a 1.3 system, I'm running the 200 milliwatt IB Crazy complete FPV system.
Where did you get that from?
I sell all these components on my website at www.multicopterbuilders.com. So I'm like a one-stop shop. I've got everything here.
So everything here is on your site?
Absolutely.
Except the crashes?
Except for the crashes, yeah.
Did I ask you, I've been wondering about these screws down here.
Oh, these screws...
Did you run out of dampers?
No, I didn't. Actually, these screws are frame mounts. You know, if you do happen to crash...
Probably have to go up the other way so we can see them, because they're right down here. You can see these washers. It's very cool.
If you happen to crash, it actually keeps the top plate connected to the bottom plate. So if you see, it has vibration mounts right in here to take the jello out of the video. But if you happen to crash, these posts will help keep the frames connected.
So this is really, instead of exploding on impact like mine tend to do,
yeah,
it's going to stay together. You may bust the dampers, but...
Yeah, hopefully, yes.
Well, the one thing I notice here, I mean, watching you fly and flying along in my goggles with you, you're a great pilot, and that's really what I'm seeing. You have been fine-tuning this several versions to get to a design that works for you as a pilot.
Absolutely. This is my fifth prototype in the final. I finally worked out all the kinks out of it. This frame is a 385 millimeter frame, so it's not quite a mini, but it's not in the 400 size. It's actually faster than the 400s.
Well, and this would fit in a carry-on.
Yes, it's small, it's fast, and it's for the extreme FPV pilot, the guy that wants to feel like a jet fighter pilot flying through the trees at Mach speeds.
And you're not kidding. I was hanging on there for bare life.
So,
well, I want to thank you for inviting us out here today.
All right.
Showing me this and for chasing me through the branches.
You got it. We had a blast.
And thank you for joining me, and please subscribe for more FPV videos. Thank you very much.
Well, all right, so now you have your choice.